This fact should not come as a surprise to anyone, given the fact that the Holy Quran had predicted it clearly in chapter Al-Imran, as Allah the Almighty said, وَمَا مُحَمَّدٌ إِلَّا رَسُولٌ قَدْ خَلَتْ مِنْ قَبْلِهِ الرُّسُلُ أَفَإِنْ مَاتَ أَوْ قُتِلَ انقلبتم عَلَى أَعْقَابِكُمْ وَمَنْ يَنْقَلِبْ عَلَى عَقِبَيْهِ فَلَنْ يَضُرَّ اللَّهَ شَيْئًا وَسَيَجْزِي اللَّهُ الشَّاكِرِينَ. The verse says, and Muhammad is no more than a messenger. Many were the messengers that passed away before him. If then he died or is killed, will you turn back upon your heels? And whoever turns back upon his heels, not the least harm will he do to Allah, and Allah will reward the grateful. In that verse, Allah addresses the Prophet's companions and not the Jews. The verse associates the Prophet's death and the turning back, which means apostasy. This actually happened and turned in favor of the rebels who seized power. It is true that the verse was quoted in relation to the Uhud battle to reprimand the Prophet's companions who had let him down by fleeing and leaving him alone with Imam Ali amidst the non-Muslim warriors. But the verse also speaks of the future. It says that a group of people would turn back and become apostates. They would bring no harm to Allah because they would actually be harming themselves as they would go to hell. On the other hand, another group of people would keep their faith and would be well rewarded by Allah and enter the heaven. This is because they were grateful to Allah for His blessings by keeping their allegiance to His Prophet and His rightful successor. Al-Bukhari related that the Prophet, peace be upon him, and his pure family said, "On doomsday, when I will be at the water pond, delivering water to those who will be thirsty among my followers, a group of my followers will come to drink, but the angels will drive them away and take them to hell. I'll say, O God, they are my companions, but God will tell me, you do not know what they did after your death. They degraded themselves to apostasy. Following that, another group of my companions will come to drink, but the angels will drive them away and take them to hell. I'll say, O God, they are my companions, but God will tell me, you do not know what they did after your death. They degraded themselves to apostasy. Thus, only small number of my companions will escape like deserted camels in the desert." Imam of the Maliki school of thought, Malik ibn Anas, relates that the Prophet professed to the Muslim martyrs of Uhud that they would go to heaven. So Abu Bakr wondered, aren't we the brothers who have submitted to Islam just as they did and fought in jihad just as they did? So why don't you give us the good news that we will go to heaven? The Prophet said, it is absolutely true that you are their brothers, but I do not know what you will do after my death.